at a farm right now in Male, Kenya, looking at some potatoes that are being harvested. Right next to it we have corn. The corn is being grown with drip irrigation. This is corn's been growing during the heat of the season, and so they've been, of course, subjected to extreme drought and probably not watered totally enough through the growing season. But they're growing corn here. They use the corn for feeding their cattle, and that's what they have for livestock on this particular farming operation, as well as a few goats. This corn is dryland corn grown with intercropped beans between the corn. So they're trying to do the two crops here, and you see the beans growing in between the corn. Primarily they're using manure as fertilizer. They haven't used commercial fertilizer here, and that's what they use for production. This is harvest time here, and the corn was planted with a planter, and they do use herbicide here early on in the season, but the harvest at the end of the year is all done by hand. So they chop down the corn, stack it up, and then come in and actually take the husks off by hand and transport it into a storage area for drying. So as you would expect, the organic matter of the soils here is fairly low. pHs are also low and are a factor in many of the soils. They can get down as low as 4.4. Here the soils are in the 5.5, 5.8 range, which is still on the acidic side. Dolomitic lime is available and they're using it. Land trades here in Kenya, in this area near Nakuru, for around 800,000 shillings per acre, which is about 9,400 Canadian dollars an acre. And not quite sure how it all economically pencils out, but that is the price right now, and it's going up. This maize is being dried in a dormitory at the girls' orphanage here, and it's just been brought in to, of course, go through the last stage of the drying. They're going to harvest, or they're going to thresh it this week by bringing in a portable thresher. The maize is grown just in an adjacent garden, and it's grown with pretty conventional methods. They've got a planter, and they've sprayed for weeds. And the basic thing right now is just making sure that it's dry enough so that no aflatoxins are in it. So they use it to feed the kids here at the orphanage. And yeah, we use John Deere combines to do the threshing of the corn. They pick it and they thresh it here. You can do it. We've seen corn actually threshed in smaller farms by beating the corn with sticks and then just sweeping the corn up, separating the husks off and sweeping the corn off after. Lettuce is right here?
Yeah.
Do you work in this garden sometime?
Yeah.
What do you do?
We weed, then we can dig the seed beds
Yeah?
so that it can be straight.
Do you plant it?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful garden. We've stopped here at the Rift Valley. This is about 7,062 feet elevation, and this Rift Valley extends all the way from Jordan all the way down to Mozambique. And whether you're a creationist or an evolutionary believer, the
That's perfect.
dawn of civilized mankind comes from the Rift Valley. The road that you see just in the right-hand side has been built in 1939 by Italians. The volcano that's off in the distance there is Mount Longonot, and we'll be passing through that, between that mountain and the camera here, on our way through the Rift Valley, past the satellite station down there, all the way through to Masamara, which is over there. A tremendous amount of acres through the Rift Valley, running thousands of miles. Amazing. So we're in the Kirichu area in Kenya, and this is a tea growing area. Soils are on the acidic side, but we're up high in elevation where, as you could tell, there's quite a bit of rainfall here. It's very, very lush. These are fields of tea, and tea is derived from clones. So once they get a parent, they'll clone that plant over and over and over again. So the fields are remarkably similar. The plants will utilize a high amount of phosphorus and potassium, relatively low nitrogen users. They'll be picked every 3 days. So as you travel through this area, you'll see communities set up for the workers, where the tea workers will come in and they'll pick the leaves every 7 days. So it's a constant harvest. And the other thing that's interesting to note is that this landscape won't change for almost 100 years, because these tea trees will last between 80 and 100 years. So truly amazing area, and a beautiful area if you ever get a chance to come up here to the highlands. These tea pickers are paid on the basis of the number of kilos or pounds they pick in a day. They've even got graduated curves showing the performance through the course of the day, and a top tea picker can make as much as $150 Canadian a month, which is a fairly good wage for Kenya. Notice in these tea fields how they have got pathways through them. Some of the supervisors will take motorcycles through the tea fields. Also, if I had an aerial view, you would see little rivulets or veins running through these fields, and that is to create ventilation. During the real hot days, there's no way for the air to escape the tea fields, and so it gets really hot under the canopy. They have to leave areas so the air can circulate, and also so that people can walk through to pick the tea leaves. In the background, you see a village that is designed and built for the tea leaf workers. Also, in amongst the tea leaf fields in some areas, they plant gravera trees that are designed to fix nitrogen and also provide shade. Here we have the tea pickers working away, and they've actually got charts showing productivity. You see how fast he's going? And he gets paid based on the number of pounds or kilos he harvests in a day.